For those who have been to Lasalle Marina in Burlington lately, you may have noticed the Trumpeter Swans huddled on the shore. Well, here in Ontario, not so long ago, there were no Trumpeter Swans after their numbers were decimated by hunting. A group of concerned folks helped to bring back the population to Ontario, and now Trumpeter Swan Conservation Ontario is looking for volunteers for an upcoming population survey. Nikki Wesley has details.
1993, right on it, see?
Bev Kingdon took one of the first population surveys of trumpeter swans in 1993 on the only paper she had available, a page in her bank book. This month, members of Trumpeter Swan Conservation Ontario are preparing to survey the population again.
So the trumpeter swan population in Ontario is a restored population. They were hunted completely out of Ontario through the fur trade. And then in 1980s, Harry Lumsden began the restoration program and brought them back to Ontario. So we do the 5-year survey so that we can keep an eye on the population growth, the birds' movement, their use of different habitats, and just get a general idea of the health of the restored population.
The last winter survey, done in southern Ontario, was in 2020 and tallied 1,600 trumpeter swans, a vast improvement from the 0 in the 80s.
From our population estimates and our previous counts, we're seeing that the population is doubling about every 8 years. So we are expecting to have an increased population this count.
The group are looking for volunteers to help out on February 1st. You can sign up for a count location at trumpeterswanconservationontario.com.
The population in the winter concentrates a lot, especially if we've got a lot of cold weather. So, I mean, here at LaSalle, it's a fairly concentrated population right here, but we also have the whole Hamilton Harbor Basin to sort of, check the little nooks and crannies to see if we've got any birds in there. Other places may just have sort of one spot. Other places maybe, along the Toronto waterfront for a couple of kilometers, that sort of thing.
Kira also reminds us that while we may see the conservation team luring swans with food for banding or testing, the general public should not feed them.
Any wild bird or wild animal carries diseases that could be passed on to humans, so it's always a bit of a concern there. As well, when they have young cygnets in the summer, we really like to have them eating a natural diet because it's really important for their growth and for their health. We see something called angel wing developing on cygnets when people are feeding them a lot of high carbohydrates, bread, and that sort of thing. So that's a deformity that happens on the wing, where the last joint of the wing sort of flips out from the bird's body. And unfortunately, if it's not caught within the first day or so, that bird will never be able to fly and will have to be euthanized.
For Halton News, I'm Nikki Wesley.